My name is Law Nation. L-A-W. Let's go. I know it's late, but now you guys can stay up just for a little bit, right? All right. They say, ain't no party like a cowboy party, 'cause a cowboy party don't stop. All right, so in this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about the Dallas Cowboys, right? My thing is, are the Dallas Cowboys still the same old Cowboys? Just let's get right to the case, right? My thing is, too, I look at this team and I think that we are snake bitten. Can we use those terminologies? Can we use those words? Can we contextualize it in those type of frames of thoughts? Because it seems to me that we're being snake bitten because we are afraid to spend a little cash. And remember, oftentimes in reality, in the worlds of worlds, you don't get far in life when you don't spend a little. You got to spend a little to get a little, right? Shout out to you, William Williams. Really appreciate you, man. But that's just the philosophy of what I'm looking at. So we accustomed to saying we're going to build through the draft, which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong at all with building through the draft and signing your own guys. So it seems to me, as I fabricate my mind and my thoughts together and I look at everything from A to Z and I say to myself, there I say, is that maybe, just maybe, Jerry Wayne Jones looked at this situation and said, hey, I'm ready to spend. But Stephen Jones, I think that Stephen Jones is the guy behind this situation of, hey, let's not spend too much money. Now, I just witnessed. Did you guys see this? Todd Gurley. He been cut today. They said, okay, it's time out for all of this. Let's just move on now. Remember, it's better to move on 2 years too soon versus or opposed to 2 years too late. Now, it could be a situation in a time in a scenario that it could come back to bite them. Same old, same old. This is Francisco. Really appreciate you. Thomas Hampton. Really appreciate you for tuning in to the nation. Quest Cowboys. Cowboys Nation all day. I guess the Dallas Cowboys are in a transition mode. This is from William. We're transitioning to something. We got to be moving from something. But although we may be in the same old Cowboys, I think that we are a bit better. A bit better. Like old folks say, a bit better. I think we are. Because I look at it from these aspects. We don't have Jason Garrett. But also, with that, I don't want to see some of the same similarities as it relates to Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. I think that they are the ones that are getting this thing going. Joseph Ventura, Law, who do you think should go out there and grab a Cam Newton? You know what? Cam Newton and Jameis Winston, right? Winston, is it Jameson Winston? I just call him James Winston, you know. Shout out to the Jameson. But I think that those two brothers there, they better watch out. Bill Belichick, if he get his hands and those cheating notebooks and all of the paper, and he fooled around and get them to play over there in New England. Boy, oh boy. We need snacks or Everson, Griffin, Toby. I agree. I flat out agree. I think that the new philosophy of having somebody on the front end will be great. However, I think that Everson Griffin is long in the tooth, just like McCoy. And I don't want us to go out there and say, well, we making moves, Law. We are. But we getting grandpa and granddaddy out there, you see. I just don't want to see that. John Reese, man, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the nation. It is what it is. They signed Sanders. Who signed Sanders? Who signed? Because every time we do these type of shows, remember when we was doing the late night hype, me, Big Game James, and the young phenom Skywalker Steele. That's when they signed McCoy. And because we was talking bad about the Cowboys at that time, we was saying like, what are they doing? What are they doing? And they signed McCoy. And he's the real McCoy, right? In his overall collective stats and his work and his pedigree and his 6-time Pro Bowl, I think that is a good situation. What's up with Emmanuel Sanders? The Cowboys been heavy interested in Emmanuel Sanders. They really want Emmanuel Sanders. Zachary Nations says cut Crawford, sign Snacks, Logan Ryan, and Sanders. You know what? I like Snacks. Oh, I love the way Logan Ryan play. And Emmanuel Sanders, that will be nice. All right, so looking at these three guys I got in the corner here, we got Sean Lee back for a cup of coffee. He's going to be back for 1 year. They signed him. It's not a retread. It's a situation where it's a need. It's a need out there because, like my guy said, we got holes, and I ain't talking about women. I'm talking about holes on this defense, Cowboy Nation. And Joe Thomas, I like his overall skill set, but my thing is, I want to see this new administration. Will they favor? Because if Joe Thomas, shout out to the Thomas, that's my last name too, but shout out to the Thomas. If Joe Thomas show up and show out, boy, oh boy, I be jamming like this because if he shows up and show out, and they don't play that favoritism and keep Sean Lee in, we gonna be jamming like this. Yeah. What? Let's go. Hey, Trey. Let's go. Hey, Trey. What's up? We're gonna be rolling with it, right, Cowboy Nation? You gonna be riding around in your Pinto, right? While we be riding around in our Cadillac just like that. If we don't show favoritism, cronyism, what? All right, that's enough of that. But that's what I'm saying, Cowboy Nation. We should not be out there playing favoritism. I think that this new coaching staff should bring in a new type of flavor and sit there and say to themselves, we're going to put the best 53 out there. Oh, pardon me, we're going to put the best 46 out there. That's what I want to see. Safety is a big need. Oh, it's a huge need, Gabriel. It is. It is a flat out huge need. We're going to need help at that. Yes, indeed. Smash them thumbs up. Shout out to you, Natasha. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your love and adulations for the nation. Y'all hit those thumbs up, man. Y'all help a brother out. Drop the people's elbow down on that like button and subscribe. And also, when you make the donation to help grow the nation, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I tell you, man, you helping this thing grow all the way. Marvin, man, really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the love and adulations as it relates to the remunerations. But you didn't put nothing in the comment box. Boy, I thought the AI was going to be able to speak. But let me jam to it. Yeah. Just rock with me. Hey, $10. And it's holla. And it's holla. Yeah, $10. Y'all be safe out there, nation. Appreciate you, Marvin, man. Really appreciate you. Locks Main says, Eric Reid. My thing is, I support people in their causes. I support people in their collective thoughts and their reasonings. But I think that when you beating a dead horse, you beating a dead horse. I like Eric Reid. I like his skill set. But I think that he trying to pick out a certain situation for the wrong situation. And shout out to him. And shout out to the few people that's going to get mad at me. But it's about football. I know that, hey, being a brother out here is not right in certain situations. But football don't have nothing to do with that. Football, look, if you think about his collective costs and his reasoning, it had nothing to do with what he was talking about doing. But I digress. But Is he a dog? Can he play? Yes, but I don't want all of the craziness stuff that this guy spit out and say to the world. Yes, he have a cause, but dog it, it's about football. Matter of fact, he can stack his paper, stack his bread, and then when he retire, he can do anything and everything he want to do for the community. But it's time out. Man, look, we got 63 individuals on this particular team, 63 different households, 63 different people with issues, different type of things that they can't relate with another person with. And on top of that, I understand. I've been pulled over illegally before. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm from Mississippi. Let that sink in. Let me just move on from Eric Reid. I don't want to steer the conversation for the nation tonight on that. I don't. But y'all let me know if I'm wrong, though. You know, you guys, I always say those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. I always say that now. Eric Reid is wild, though. Laugh out loud, Locks. You right. But I just look at it like this, man. It's about football. And it's hard enough to be a Cowboys fan and supporting the Cowboys when we get nefarious calls called on us anyway. Don't you know that a third of these officials, they jack up and mess up these callers, the Dez catch, no catch, and we all as fan base saying, hey, he caught the ball. And everybody said, oh, y'all delusional. And then 3 to 4 years later, maybe 5, however long it was, oh, he did caught the ball. The NFL said, oh, yeah, he caught the ball. Or when we break down film and I'm not on a big major network, I get about 3,000 to 4,000 views on a film breakdown, telling nothing but the truth, saying that, hey, this was a tripping call. The NFL blew that call. And I get about 2 or 3 people saying, see, Law don't know what he's talking about. That wasn't tripping call. And then about 3 weeks later, they say, yeah, we made a mistake. We dropped the ball. There was tripping. There was no tripping on that particular play. And when I'm talking about the Saints game as well, and I'm talking about the PI, Amari Cooper never, ever got called for offensive pass interference, and all of a sudden he get 2 in one game. Y'all don't think that wasn't all made up and messed up the momentum and the groove? Don't you know if last year, if we were to happen, so what, somehow beat the Saints during that time, that pivotal moment? Man, it's something about football. It takes momentum and you can roll with it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It was a pivotal game. If we were able to keep that energy, strike while the iron is hot, boy, but the NFL had to stick their toe all in the water. Ezekiel Elliott, there's still an imprint in New Orleans Stadium where his elbow was inside the ground. And they said, you know what? That was a fumble. And I'm talking about Stephen Wonder was like, nah, dog, I saw that. You know, he didn't fumble that. And we looking at it like, man, Stephen Wonder can see this, that's not even a fumble. Ray Charles was climbing out of the grave saying, yeah, I saw it too. That elbow was down. But shout out to Von Bell, because somebody said Von Bell in the chat box, he was the brother from another mother, don't look like Danny Glover, that picked the ball up and ran it in for the touchdown, I believe, or close to it. Yeah, Von Bell was flying everywhere that day. So if we have a chance and an opportunity to pick up a safety, if you want to play a safety down in the box and have a box type of guy, then Von Bell may be that guy, and you can still have Xavier Woods out there on the perimeter or way out there being the deep safety. Shout out to you, Sheila. Thank you so much for tuning in. Donald, really appreciate you. Raheem, man, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the nation. What's going on with Sanders? This is from Sam. I don't know. I don't know. My thing is, I was listening to 105.3 The Fan. Shout out to Brian Broaddus, man. Hey, he brings all of the thunder on that show. And he was talking about the fact that Emmanuel Sanders, really, the Cowboys were or are really interested in him. And the only reason why, or the only issue, if he not signed with the Cowboys, is because they gave him a disrespectful offer, basically, because both parties are in the same alliance. So they may be working out the money side of it. Remember this, though. We don't want the Cowboys to be the same old Cowboys. We love the little willing and dealing, but we took 2 steps forward and then we moonwalked back a little bit with the Reid signing, because I think that we could have used some resources and get some of those top tier or mid tier cornerbacks that's out there on the market. But they may be looking at this thing like this. They may be looking at it like, well, okay, we got a guy, multiple guys that draft tags are kind of close to each other that we can pick up somebody in this draft to help out. Cedric, he says, what's the hype on Emmanuel Sanders? Hey, there's no hype, man. The brother can catch. He can run routes. It's just that he need to be playing. He need to be playing with the silver and blue on. 33 to 35 mil should be good. For what? Justin, man, really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the love and adulation for the donation to help grow the nation. Law, he says, will we trade number 17 for Jamal Adams? Dare I say? My thing is with a Jamal Adams, it could be a situation whereas we can use a Jamal Adams, but I don't want to give up too much draft capital. Too much, not too much. Meaning that we got to pay this man crazy lump sum and then fool around and give up 3 first-round draft picks. I wouldn't do that. We have to learn to will and deal a little bit more. And I think that's the problem with us. I think that we don't will and deal and we don't say no enough, if that makes any sense. I think we had about, I'd say, $23 to $25 million left. And on top of that, if we sign Dak Prescott, dare I say, to a long-term contract before July the 15th, we can stretch out some of that money and even have more money. So we have 23 to 24, 25 million, anywhere between those parameters. That's enough money. People look at this money. Look, all you need to sign all of your draft capital or the draft people that's in the draft is about 5 to 6 million. I think that will be enough money to sign all your draft picks. 5 or 6, maybe. Let's just allocate 10 million. That's well enough money, right? So if you have 25, and then what's 25 minus 10, right? you guys got this strong math out there. What's 25 minus 10? So I think that you got room for the sign. One more big party in this free agency. Look, everybody put 15 down there. Yeah. 25 minus 10, right? So I think that you have $15 million. On top of that, if you cut Crawford, what would that give us another 8? What's 15 plus 8? Dak want 40, man. This is from Locks, man. See, even if you give him 40, you don't take 40 straight off the cap. You prorate some of that. You use some of that as signing bonuses, and it won't be 40. Look. By signing Dak to a $40 million contract, opposed to what he's getting now at the 33 or 31 million, that comes straight off the cap. There's no manipulation for the nation. There's straight cap money gone. But if you sign him to a longer deal or what have you, and even if you give him 40, you would then, dare I say, be able to prorate that thing. Look, somebody put 23 mil down there. You see. Boy, we got some good accountants this late night at 10:20 or 10:36 where I'm at. So what I'm saying is that, Cowboy Nation, do not fall in the trap of saying, oh, we'll be broke. We won't have any money. We won't be able to spend. In the meantime, in the between time, we have enough money. So I have to say this. All of the defensive edge rushers. Who's left? Don't you guys still think that we need a defensive edge rusher? Or are you building your house on Randy Gregory? Locks is 11:36 where my guy Locks at. Pat, what's good, man? Pat, shout out to you on the Periscope, man. We live on multiple platforms. Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, Facebook. Oh my goodness. YouTube. Everson Griffin. Clowney. Would you rather have Griffin or Clowney? Signed back to a long term would add 8 to 10 million on the cap. Look at Toby with the clutch information. Look, I kid you not. I was so busy today. I was so busy. I had to set up an office desk at my home because we're going to be working more from home because of the COVID-19. I had to set up an additional office desk because this office desk right here is designed just for the Cowboy Nation. I can't commingle my work with my other stuff, you see. So I had to find an office desk, clear out a room, and it was just so busy running errands, buy water. We got enough tissue over here at the Nation, but had to go buy some more water and had to go run and do some things for my daughter and things like that. So I was reading some information on the little pop-up news that you get on your phone, and I was listening to 105.3 The Fan, and when a commercial break I jumped to 1310 The Ticket, and I was listening to most of the things that was going on, and I didn't know that Slay got moved to the what's that team? They wear that terrible color. What's that team? Y'all help me out. I've been busy, man. It's just been crazy busy today. Just been a busy day. What team did Slay went to? It's a green team. They got a bird as their logo and stuff like that. Yeah. She goes. That's a better name. Filthy. Yeah. That's where DBs go to die. I think that he's going to have a Nnamdi Aswa, have you say that man's name, type of career over there. It's cold. He's been playing inside the stadium, or as Jerry Wayne would say, stadium. I think that he's going to get burnt up when we put those forces on him. We're going to come back with a vengeance. Boy, they better play that first game. The Eagles better play that first game early in the season. Byron Maxwell, he went there and folded up. Darby, he folded. I mean, I think his ankles are still somewhere out there on the field. Just never been right ever since then. I'm just a little jealous. Guys, y'all know I love Slay. Shout out to Mississippi State, Hell State, Scandrick. Boy, I got to talk about them, though. I got to talk about those Eagles. But I saw that news, and I said, like, wow. And then immediately after I saw that news, I don't plug into ESPN. I don't plug into Fox Network unless somebody hit me up on the gram or Natasha send me something or my lady Miss Jackie sends me something, my guy Jerry Reese. Everybody, some people just be hitting me up all the time. They text me all types of information for the Nation. They say, hey, Law, check this out. And I kind of look at it when I get a chance. And I didn't know that really Ty Gurley was released. I didn't know that Bruce was it Matthews, whatever that kid name. Like a lawn chair. Yes, Slay was sucking Philly. Same as Maxwell. This is from Jimmy. Yeah. Somebody says, Marquise, right? Says, Law, Slay get hurts a lot. And here's the thing. I may be different in a sense. Yeah. I may be different in a sense. Y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all can hear that. I need to go get that chiropractor. I may be different in a sense as it relates to competition. I'm the type of brother that I really want the best out there. I don't want them to roll out, the A player get hurt and roll out the B player and the D player and the C player and the F player. Because I always look at it like this. When you roll out the rudimentary players, right? And you win, they like, it's because we had our D player out there. And then when they win. Oh man, we beat y'all with the Walmart All-Stars. We beat y'all. Look, I just want your best. I want your best out there. And I want you to match up your best against my best. So we remove all doubt. Like we fought. We fought to the end. It wasn't none of this, oh, I let you win type of stuff. That's the worst thing you can ever do to somebody. Is let somebody win. I just never been that type of brother. And on top of that, even when we were playing Madden, I used to hate when the brother on the other side get mad when I swack him. We call swag rule over here down here in Mississippi. When you get Clay Matthews, I'm saying Bruce Matthews. Appreciate y'all, man, for the information for the nation. When I got 21 up, and they sitting there like, man, let the next person come in. No, I want to continue. I want to put you, when I was playing Madden, my main goal was to put you in retirement. Like, my thing was, I want to rip you open so bad that you sit there and you get exposed from all of the heat and the rain and the weather and the elements. And you say, every time you see me, every time you see Law, man, I ain't finna put them sticks around him, man. I mean, he calling the plays before I do it, man. You must be looking at my plays, man. Look, I used to look off. Still beat that butt, Put him in retirement. Don't you guys be like that too? I used to be so cold on those sticks. Give me the arena football team, and I'll still beat whoever you want. Release Crawford. Did they release Crawford, or you want him to be released? Sue is still available too. This is from Joseph Ventura. Can we restructure? Yeah, we can always restructure. Clay seems done to me. This is Devin Frost. My thing is, Clay, if you like what Robert Quinn was able to do, if you like what he was able to do, the problem is with Clay, he's similar in a sense, but he do not try to stop nobody run. He just gonna be a quarterback killer. That's all Clay Matthews is. I can pull up all 22 now. Abandon the run. He don't want to tackle nobody with the ball as it relates to the running back, but he will get out to the quarterback. So it will be a situation in a scenario with Clay Matthews. He would just be a pass rushing specialist. I wouldn't put him out there for no type of first and second down. Third down only. So I don't think that he's worth the grain of salt for the type of money he's asking for. Now, if he want to come in here for the dirt cheap type of situation, then come on, bring him on. Clay had 8 sacks, though. This is from Ivory. Yes, those inflated sacks. But, boy, if you look at the tape and you see how many tackles he got for the football as it relates to somebody running, it's similar to what Robert Quinn did. Robert Quinn used the nation. I just can't stand it. Oh, I love to play for the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, he got an offer for Chicago Land. I'm gone. Peace, man. Love God. Love y'all, man. Praise God. I'm out. That's what Robert Quinn did. I ain't gonna blame the man. What he got, 70 mil? Boy. The Cowboys, during this time frame, you can play with these little small 1-year contracts, and you don't like the environment. You can boost up your resume, and a lot of people will look at it. Well, he did play for the Dallas Cowboys. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm telling lies. Cup of coffee on Clay Matthews. This is from Adrian Matthews. Are you all related? Adrian, are you related? But, it is what it is. Joseph, one span though. It could be a situation that Clay and old coach, they may have some relations that he can say, okay, I'll bring you on, but I can't pay you like I want to. So let's just see what this cup of coffee action is all about, and let's come on in. That could be the situation. Don't forget about the spin that Zeke did to him. This is from Joseph Ventura. Yeah, he did put a spin move on him. He did. He put that wicked spin move on him. It was crazy, nation. It was flat out crazy. 22 running backs were drafted in 2015, and after Gurley was cut today, not one of them are with the team that they were drafted. Oh, so 22 running backs were drafted since 2015, right? I can't read today. So that's what you're saying. 22. So let me give you some credit for this, man. I'd like to give you credit for this. This is Studwood Cowboy. So you saying that 22 running backs was drafted since 2015, and all 22, minus Ezekiel Elliott, have altered their team or no longer on their team or something like that, right? Let me know if that's the philosophy of it. I'm going to do something different in a few seconds, Cowboy Nation. All right, so what we're going to do here is, let me see if I can do it. I'm going to turn that off. Okay. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to put this thing. Just give me a few seconds. Y'all jam out while I do this. Y'all jam out. There we go. Hey. What? Come on. On Madden, playboy. Like, I see you. Yeah. Why I jam out? Yeah. It's somewhere right here. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Cowboy party. Don't stop. Y'all bear with me now. Bear with me. Yeah. Mound up. Hey. All right. Y'all see it right above my head. That's what I had to create. I had to put that up there. All right, so 682-214-4087 is the phone number, man. Y'all give me a call, and don't be long-winded because I'm going to have to cut you off in a few minutes. So give me a call, and let's get this thing going one way or another. 682-214-4087. Emmanuel Sanders and Cowboys are still talking. Okay. Randy,
Emmanuel Sanders and Cowboys are still talking. I feel he will be a Cowboy. Sanders lives in DFW.
Hey, that would be nice because we are in a situation for the nation that y'all see how I do all of the Asians. We're in a situation where we do need an inside slot guy. Regardless of how you look at it, I don't think that we got a dog on our team right now that can play inside outside of Amari Cooper. But I don't want that to compromise our offense so much because I like Amari Cooper flexing in and out. And I like Amari Cooper being on the outside and still having it. Let me see. The 202. What's new?
What's good, Law?
Oh, man. It's you, man. Man.
Look, Dez played the slot in his rookie season. We had Romo and Miles Austin. Why can't we do that again?
Dez played in the slot. Was it limited action in the slot? Because my thing is Dez Bryant now opposed to Dez Bryant when he was a rookie. Don't you think that he lost some of that quickness?
Yeah, but he still got that scrum. That's what I mean. It's different types of slot receivers. It's quick, it's fast, but he still got his scrum, and he still know veteran moves. He could definitely come inside. He played with Roy Williams and Miles Austin and got Roy Williams up out of it.
I thought that that was the year Laurent Robinson showed his you-know-what off too, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. But he, just like that, he's still playing with talent. So I trust him over a third or fifth string corner any day.
What about, do you trust him over Emmanuel Sanders?
As much as I hate to agree with you on that, I would. But there's the one thing when they get in the red zone, it's a total different thing. He might have him from on the field up, but once you get to that 20, you know what it is.
All right, let me ask you this though. In order for me to combat against all of that, I would have to go back and look at all of his rookie tape and see how he played.
He only had 6 touchdowns.
Only 6. That's good. Only 6?
Yeah. Yeah, for his
Shoot.
rookie, but he beat him out with the plays, the playmaking. I'm not going to think he might have 6 or 7 touchdowns if he come back this year. But the difference is when he was a rookie, he was explosive.
Dez was so
Now
explosive, man.
going
He
to
was
earn it.
doing punt returns. I think he did kickoff returns. I think that's how he broke his foot. I
Yes,
think
sir.
it was in his rookie
Yep.
year. Yeah.
Right after the Giants when he made that hell of a catch on the 20. Yep.
Yeah.
Goal line.
That brother just nasty, man. My thing is, this is my honest thought about this. If Dez come back a healthy Dez, I got to see him all through training camp. I got to see him preseason one. There's none of this, hey, I'm going to put him on the bench type of groove. I want to see him preseason 1 and 2 game. And then the dress rehearsal, if we have that this year, because we're playing the Hall of Fame game. So I want to get his legs right? And I want to see him. I just want to see him playing it at that X position. Maybe you can kick Gallup inside, you see.
Yeah.
On certain routes.
That would be another plus. Yeah, another plus. Put him on the outside as the X and then have them swap. Yes.
Most definitely, man. I really appreciate you, man. What's your name, fam?
Yes, sir. Chris Robinson. I've been watching for a minute. Good.
Man, that's my middle name, man. I really appreciate you for calling in, man. Keep everything flaming, fam. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Stay up.
Salute. That was a good call. I mean, I'm going to have to look at his rookie tape, man. I can't just sit there and say the brother can't play at all in the slot. But I'm looking at 30-year-old Dez playing in the slot opposed to 23, 22-year-old Dez, however he was when he was his rookie year. All right, so let's see. 5-12. What's good, fam?
Law Nation, this is Don Fowler. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing fine like wine, man. Talk to me. What's on your mind?
Well, what's on my mind is, as always, this time of year, the start of free agency. And, the boys have made a couple of moves here and there and not, getting myself too excited and not getting upset. But I do like the fact that they did bring in McCoy because, to me, he's still a dog.
True.
And he can really help in that middle. But there's a couple of guys out there that come to mind for me. Emmanuel Sanders, I would love to see them get that done. But there's another guy who I think still has some tread on those wheels, and that's Aqib Talib. So just want to get your ideas on that.
How old is Talib, man? I had to look back at his film from last year, but how old is he?
Oh, man, like I want to say, 33?
33.
Is that right? 34?
Can he play a little safety action? Do you know?
No, he's not really a safety. He's that true lockdown corner.
He's true. I'm going to do some homework on him. I have to look at his last year film. I do know the previous year before that, I would like to leave. He was just that dog that I would love to patent. This is what I was thinking, though, fam. You had Byram, Get Down, Jones on one side, and then you bring Talib in. I thought, then you condense and you limit the snaps with Cheeto and kick him back inside, or you somehow, when you play against teams that got that versatile tight end, just hear me out. You kick Byron Jones back to that side, and you have Jordan hip pocket. I thought that would be like a crucial deal for us. You see. But it never worked out for us, because we was the same old Cowboy. We're like, no, not to leave.
Right. But one thing about this new coaching staff, and again, we haven't gotten on the field yet.
Right.
But I'm just really, really curious to see what Mike Nolan is, going to do, what he's thinking right now, because what he would like to have. One thing that I do like is the fact that they did bring in McCoy.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to really be a nice addition in the middle for them. But, like I said, right now, the secondary is kind of in flux. So, we just see what we're going to do there. But thank you so much.
Thank you for calling in, fam. Salute, bro. That was a good call, man. Got me thinking about Talib, man. I had to look at some film. He got me doing homework. I got to do my homework. Y'all call in. If you get the voicemail, just call back in. I got my phone jumping off. 682. I got somebody calling in now. 864. Open the door. What's good?
Hey, what's up, Lo? This is KG, man. And I just wanted to from South Carolina, Spartanburg, and I just wanted to ask you about what of our chances of landing Mac Harrison.
Man, there'll be a healthy snack for us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be a healthy man. I think that if we get him, I might put on a Dark Vader mask again. You know, I might.
Yeah.
I got a Spartan mask. I might put on that, man. I might just run through some things because what I think about a front four or even a front three, however you want to call it, with this defense, however they're going to play it, we need some pressure inside, and I know that will help out Jalen. That'll help out even Sean Lee. I bet you Sean Lee will probably have his best year again.
Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep hearing you say, with Big James, that's my partner, and I've been listening to you over a period of time. So my thing is this is seem like the same old Dallas Cowboy, like you said, doing free agency. It's like you wait to the third wave, and it's like we're not urgent, even though we got a new regime in there right now. We still doing the same old things. Like, we're not going out here getting the impact players that we need, that talent on especially on this defense. Because I'm trying to think now we need a wide receiver. We got to fill that hole. Not wide receiver, but cornerback. We're going to need some more tackles. Why not try to get some of these veterans in there? Therefore, we can have wide opens with the draft. What's your take on that?
My thing is the Cowboys. We do this over and over again, and it could be the same situation. And my biggest reservation with that, and I understand what you're saying with the draft and what I think with this, but I'm leaning more towards defense.
Right.
But I have to say this: you got a lady that cook for you. I use these analogies all the time. You see,
yeah.
She cooked for you. I ain't putting her on the front, on front. I hope she ain't watching the show. But what I'm saying is, it seems to me at times, and this is my biggest reservation, just because you get a new stove doesn't mean that she's going to cook better, right? You can wish and hope that it's going to happen. And I don't want that to happen for our Cowboys. Thinking that Jerry Wayne Jones is looking at it like, and Stephen Jones, we just bring in a new stove. Maybe, just maybe, she will learn how to cook better. Nah, I think that Jerry Wayne and Stephen Jones, and I think it's not Will McClay, but I think it's those two. They need to step back. Let her cook. Let her learn on her own. Stop buying new stuff, you see. Either she can cook or she can't. And if she can burn, baby, it don't care if she just had a cardboard box with some fire out there. Give me that rack over there. Let me put it over top of that cardboard box. And she probably could throw down and get down from there. But if she can't cook, she can't cook.
You're right.
And that's Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. But go ahead.
Because you just said a mouthful. It's the same old thing. Okay, we get some of our players, but we're not getting impact players like other teams. You see Philly, they do what they do. All these other teams do what they do. I want to see what we waiting on.
Yeah. What are we waiting for, man? We be looking at these deals, man, and it's like they gave up a fifth. That's all they gave up, a fifth and maybe a conditional third. Shout out to your big country, man. Thank you for making that donation there. But I think that what the Philadelphia did, they gave up a third round, a fifth round.
And a fifth round.
Yeah. But see, if it was us going out to Slay, we would have had the headline news. The Dallas Cowboys gave up a first and a third, you see, for Slay.
Yeah.
We'd have been like, we would have liked the kick. We would have liked the pick, but we'd be like, he's long in the tooth. We don't know if he ever played for a different team, if he going to bring that same heat action. So it just.
What about Harris?
Yeah.
That was a deal. He got for 2 years for $20 million. That was a great deal.
Who got what?
Harris that came from Denver, and that's his last name.
Chris Harris.
Chris Harris. He went to the Chargers.
What did he went Chargers for?
$20 million.
You know what that was though.
$20 million.
He did the Earl Thomas approach. He said, I'm going to start mentioning the Dallas Cowboys, and when I do that, boy, gonna pique my interest, and people gonna be like, I'm gonna snatch him from. If the Cowboys gonna get him, I might as well get him. That's what Earl Thomas did.
Right.
And Earl Thomas running around here talking about, I love the Cowboys. I cry. I watch all of the highlights. Shut your mouth, man. You don't love the Cowboys like that.
No,
Chris Harris Jr., you don't love the Cowboys. Shut your mouth. That's what I wanted to tell those boys. We know what you're doing.
So what about Emmanuel Sanders then? What about him? Do you think he like us like he say he do?
Man, look, anytime you speak ill will of the Cowboys and you attach the fans to it, I think that he's on the same type of parade. I saw him on live TV talking. When you talk bad about my boys, I take it personally sometimes. I'm sitting like, okay. Because he said, all we do is lose. We talk all of the noise, and all we do is lose. And I'm sitting like, oh, okay, bro. Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, I got numbers on all you. Shoot program. I'm going to have you play basketball at Pelican Bay. All right, fam, man. I'll let somebody else talk. But, man, I really appreciate you so much, man.
Appreciate you, too, man. You have a good one.
Salute,
Y'all
bro.
Be safe out there.
Yes, man. Wash them hands.
What?
Yes, indeed. Y'all wash them hands, man. That was a good call, man. 682-214-4087, man. And my brother just laid down some good stuff, man. What is CD King? Y'all talking about CD Lamb. The boy's bad. The boy's good. Any one of those wide receivers, but everybody know. Give me defense, though. Give me defense. Give me somebody that can just knock living daylights out of somebody. Oh, the 202. What's good with you?
Yes, sir. One question.
Turn your volume up a little bit. You sound like you in the hallway, far away.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my bad. Yeah, I am.
Oh, you good. You good now, fam.
So, look, Cam Newton. He
Uh-huh.
only had Steve Smith. I mean, with DJ Moore, that's the best he's had.
Oh, yeah,
The
DJ
offensive
Moore,
lineman.
bad,
And
yeah.
why not we just trade for him and then send Dak off? You can send him to the Chargers, get you some more picks, and make a move.
So you're saying send Dak to the Chargers, pick up some picks, go scoop up Cam. Oh, Cam. How old Cam Newton is?
He's 30. 30, about to be 31.
Shoot, if he can evade, they give him another still 10 years, right? So he's still, because quarterbacks can at least play to 40.
Yes, sir.
Let me see. All right, let me see.
Yeah, I
So
like it
Cam versus Dak. Now, here's the situation in the scenario.
Mm-hmm.
We love football, and I'm gonna have to put it in these contexts. The moment Cam Newton put on that dress and he have that headband on and maybe some lip gloss and things like that, he could do it in North Carolina land. You see, the media, he got about 2 or 3 podiums there. But if he start doing that stuff here in Big D, I think that it would be too much of a circus for him to play down here. Now, I do like his command of the team. Don't you know that the Cowboys never beat Cam Newton when we played against him?
Right.
Never beat him. He just figured out ways to beat us. I don't know, man. Dak Prescott got a little bit more intangibles. His quarterback percentage rate and quarterback completion rates and QBR is a whole lot higher. I just don't know, bro. I just don't know about that one, though. I think that's the same situation. Go ahead, talk to me.
But you got to remember, Dak played with the best running back in the league, top 5 offensive linemen, and Cam never had those in that order. Never even had a top receiver other than like Steve Smith when he was about to retire.
I mean,
you bring him over here, the thing is the experience of a quarterback, he's not 23.
True.
He's not 24. So,
true.
Yes, he might have his hair certain way or whatever. But
it's the antics. I know it's low hanging fruits. Yeah. But Cam Newton but Cam Newton never played under Jason Garrett, dare I say, too.
Correct.
We gotta throw. I'm just trying to be objective as possible.
No,
go ahead, talk to me.
I like Cam under that because, like I said, he's never had this. It takes a lot when you come from a bum system
True.
to a new. Like, look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady's about to go to the Bucks, and they're about to surround him. He's never. That's why he left, because he's never had that.
And
He
he looking
"Man,
at
I'm getting
Bruce.
older."
He looking at Bruce Arians, right? And he's like, yeah, Bruce about to
Yeah.
get me. Bruce about to get me right.
Tom
And
knew.
yeah, but if
Tom
I
knew when he left, he gonna get whatever he wants.
right, but if I'm Cam Newton, I'll be lobbying for the Patriots. I'll be trying to get over there with Bill Belichick, and I'll be sitting there saying, hey, I don't need whatever philosophy you got. I need this Super Bowl action. And then on top of that, that poor
If he
division.
can't handle Dallas, he wouldn't take New England.
True,
New England is
true.
way tougher. Bill Belichick not letting them do nothing. But if he came to Dallas,
Uh-huh.
it takes a lot when you don't have to run. Like Dak don't have to run. That's my biggest thing. If they would have took Dak into the office, Jerry Jones took him to the office right now and said, "Listen, if we let you go anywhere else, who gonna give you what we got? Who gonna give you a top running back? Who gonna give you a top offensive line? Who's gonna give you Amari Cooper?" Teams don't do that. They do not do
But
that.
here's the only thing: the Cowboys showed their hand. If they were feeling like that, fam, they would have never put that tag on them. They said, "Hey, test the market."
No, they are.
They'd have been
I
like,
think Jerry's going below that.
"Test that market, huh?"
I
What'd you
think
say?
Jerry's going below that. Like Jerry Jones is a negotiator, remember? So he can play pool. He got that poker face.
Right.
So I'm guarantee you, he might be telling Dak this, that, and the third, but he sent Brady a text message and said, "What you feeling?" But
Who up text message? Brady.
He sent Brady a text message. Hey, you think you can come to Dallas? That's why he slapped the tag on. He let all these matter of fact, all these quarterbacks just got signed. Phillip Rivers, so and so. They all of them got signed now.
I just don't
good.
think.
So the only,
I don't think.
good option is to go. You don't want to go to the draft.
I don't think if Jerry
Jones
Jones wouldn't leave a paper trail like that though. You know, that's tampering. So that's something that he can show. You know, these kids show their tweets and text. So Jerry wouldn't do that. He wouldn't done that. He maybe Jerry Jr. or somebody.
No, joke. But think about it though, because he didn't even sign. He didn't throw the tag on Dak until like a couple of days before Brady got signed. He could have been through this tag on him. He could have been did that. But honestly speaking, because everyone asks me, it's the arm talent. If his arm talent was on Tony Romo's level, this would have been done.
But see,
you gotta rely on it.
This is the only thing though. Cam don't throw fades. Cam don't throw. But Cam
never had a receiver to throw fades too, other than Kelvin Benjamin.
He had tiny hands.
He was busted.
Yeah,
it's a difference when
hands.
He's never had the talent that Dallas has. Period. He's had to make plays his whole career and got broke up.
But that defense was nasty though.
Yeah, but he don't play on defense.
True.
True. I'm looking at Cam. Cam can't. Quarterbacks. Some of them, especially when you're young, they try to save the day sometimes. He did it a lot because he had the speed. But just like Romo, you remember Romo when he was a rookie playing on, he was scrambling, and then he slowed. He didn't become a pocket passer until the Giants broke him up. He was out for the season.
Yeah.
And he's like, let me slow. He stopped running and gunning. I mean, he would scramble in the pocket, but Romo used to run.
Yeah, we will see, man. From the 202, we're gonna let the nation speak on that, man.
Sir.
We'll see. Now, before I let you go, nation, I'm just saying to everybody that's in the chat right now. If you team Cam, just type CAM, Cam. If you team Dak, just type DAK. And if you not team of Dak, just type whack, just type whack in the comment box and say, nah, I ain't about that, But if you team Cam, type Cam. If you team Dak, you type Dak. And if you neither one of them, just type whack. All right, man, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in to the nation, fam.
Appreciate you, Law.
Salute, bro.
Yes,
Good thought.
Salute.
Good thoughts. Yeah. Good thoughts, man. If anybody else want to have a rebuttal, call in 682-214-4087 for your rebuttal. Somebody put team next. Yes. Shout out to y'all, man. Number 4. I see a lot of Dak Prescott fans in here. Cam is injury prone. Like he said, he never had a team, but I think he had a two-headed monster running back, D'Angelo, and the other kid, Jonathan Stewart. Those guys were running the rock pretty good, and they had a good stout defense. I just don't. I like Cam because of his 6'4", 6'5" frame, big, tall frame, big, burly type of guy that can stand in the pocket, also can escape and elude. But I'm just Steve Smith was a dog out there, though. And I like DJ Moore. I like Greg Olsen when he was out there for the cup of coffee. And I think Cam too weird for Texas. Yeah, Stud would know. I mean, he started wearing that flamboyant stuff out here. They probably won't let him back into the stadium, as Jerry Wayne Jones would say. Cam missed a lot of throws. And think about this. Let me see. The 9-10 UN.
Yo, what's good?
It's your world, man. Talk to me, man. What's good?
Hey, man, look. So, you agree with Dak rejecting 33 to 35 mil, and you agree to him wanting 40 or more?
Let me put it like this. But go ahead, go ahead with your wonderful point. I want to hear it. Talk to me. Mm-hmm.
That's basically what I'm saying. Like, listen, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think 33 to 35 mil is in his price range? You think he's more of a $40 million, like
40 mil
type player that he wants?
I think now this is my thought. 33 was his floor. That's his base because of the fact that that's where the market was at. Now, based off of 7 to 8 games, we just witnessed Ryan Tannehill get $29.5 million. $118 million, I think it's like $62 million guaranteed. That's off of 7 to 8 games, right? And then if we want to circumvent that, there's this guy named Kirk Cousins who's been on a loaded team offensively and defensively, who just got his bag. Now, when you look at the collective stats, and if you're just looking at the stats, because that's what they're going to base it off of. They're not going to base it off of anything else. They're just going to base it off the stats in the win column. Dak Prescott, believe it or not, his stats are higher than Kirk Cousins. So if Kirk Cousins was able to get that money, don't you think that Dak can get a little bit more than, dare I say, a Kirk Cousins and the Ryan Tannehill?
So you think by time 2022 get here, that $40 million to be a bargain, basically?
Man, boy, $40 million would be like, man, can't you believe that people was talking about $40 million being too much money? And here's why I say that. Say this, fam. Just in 2015, going into the 2016, I think it was the latter part of 2016 season, $25 million was a lot of money to pay a quarterback. $25 million. And that's what Carr got. And he pretty much, he reset the market. And a lot of people were like, man, Carr, man, you better set out this team. You better set out everything. You better be buying drinks, everything. You got $25 million. And guess who was just sitting back there sitting there like, yeah, I'm about to get paid all kinds of money. Oh, Aaron. That's how Aaron Rodgers got his extension for 33. Way higher than 25. Let me know if I'm wrong, Cowboy Nation. Let me know if I'm wrong, fam. But 25 to 33 was a whole big old gap, you see. So I just look at it like this. Yeah. And now 30 to 33 is the norm. That's just how it goes. Football, the TV contract will be up at the end of 2022, I think 2023. So this money gang is going to go crazy. Huh?
I said that's when the new the TV money come in. So it's not even a part of the collective bargaining agreement.
So I'm looking at $300 million right now, because the new collective bargaining agreement with the 17 games or what have you, if this world can hold itself together and we can fight and kill this COVID-19, they found some trials, some clinical trials that actually work in Japan. So hopefully they can get that batch out and they can start submitting it out to everybody in this world, and we'll be able to get back to natural life. So by the time NFL kickoff, the flu season will be over with. People are going to be at this all-time high, craving for this football stuff. I think that even at the end of this year, this will be probably one of their all-time highs as it relates to revenue for the NFL. Heading into this new collective bargaining agreement, where it's already projected to be 242, it may just be 252 million next year. Believe it or not. I'm ready for some football now. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Yes, hey, I'm ready for it.
I'm gonna give you 3 names. I'm gonna give you 3 names to look out for, and tell me if you would sign these guys.
All right.
Clay Matthews, Eric Reid, and Clay Matthews, Eric Reid, and Clinton Dix.
All right,
That's all I got to say.
All right, from a system aspect, man, Clinton Dix, I'll bring him in for a cup of coffee. And Clay Matthews, I would see what he can do. He had 8 sacks last year, but I would bring him in just only as a pass rushing specialist, as an insurance policy to help aid these guys to make the transition over to the 3-4 defense. And the only reason why I'm bringing Clinton Dix in over there, I say at Eric Reid, is because of, first and foremost, Clinton Dix don't talk that much. And on top of that, he should know still some of the similarities of this coaching staff.
Okay. Yeah. That's all I had to say, man.
Good call from the 9-10, man. Keep it going, man. All right, fam.
Keep that work. All right.
Salute, bro. Good call, man. Good call. Is better than Heath. I don't want to say all the way yet. I just think that Heath do some things better than and do some things better than dare I say a Heath. Y'all think Cowboys gonna get Clinton Dix? How y'all feel about that? Is that breaking news or something? Let's see. Jadeveon Clowney and Clinton Dix are all available in the free agency. My thing is, with we're going to have to really reel him in and see what we can do with him. But he's still on the market. 336, you're live like 95, man. Talk to me.
Hey, man, I hate to change up any kind of subject that you might be discussing right now, but how you feel about us being projected in the draft to get Xavier McKinney?
No, that's right on par. That's right on par. Go ahead.
And if you don't agree with that, who would you choose in the draft? Would you go safety, or would you choose maybe a slot receiver or something like that?
I would go safety, but first and foremost, I like to build from the interior out. So the core. If Kinlaw is there, I think that he will make everybody better. I think he'll make the linebacker better. He'll make the guy to the left and right of him better. So I'll go with that. And now if the safety is out there and his tags are higher, if they follow their draft board and they got the safety position, the highest position as relates to their draft pick, then you go with that. Now, here's the only way I would trade back to get multiple picks in the first. If you have 4 guys that you really had grouped together as relates to your draft status or draft tags or what have you, or draft points, whatever thing that they use as relates to that, and you know for sure you have a chance to get either or of those guys, then dare I say you can trade back from the 17th pick up an additional first-round pick or additional second-round pick to help out this new coaching staff. That's how I look at it, but I'm more of a defensive mind person.
And a couple other questions. How do you feel about Jerry Jones coming out and talking about thinking of re-signing old Dez? Would you be down for that, or?
Yeah, I will only be down for Desmond Bryant if he can come down there through Oxnard and play week 1, week 2, and 3 of the preseason. And I think
Definitely.
that there's passion. And of course, Jerry Wayne loved to sell jerseys. So I think that will all work for everyone.
And One more question. How
Talk
do
to
you
me.
feel about How do you feel about Jason Witten now being a Las Vegas Raider?
You know what? I never touched on that. I think that the Raiders are making a huge problem with that because I think that the last year, I think they had a tight end to catch over 100 balls, you see. And I think that their backup tight end, he caught like 30-something. So what is he doing? This is a favor for a favor type of situation. I love Jason Witten. Don't get it wrong. But I just think that Jason Witten should never touch another jersey and retire as a Dallas Cowboys, ride off into the sunset, go home to his beautiful wife and kids, and just be a Cowboy for life. But now I got to see him in that old funky silver and black, whatever they call those colors over there. It's all whack to me.
Yeah, I enjoyed seeing him on the field last year, but honestly, you know, being a true fan of his, I wish he would have just stuck with the broadcasting booth.
Right.
He didn't really
stick it
do
out
as much as we expected.
I think that he bit off an apple that was just too big for ESPN. I think that he should have did some 105.3 the fan work first or 1310 the ticket and just ease his way into it. And there's nothing wrong with easing your way into it. A kid got to go through kindergarten first and middle school, elementary school and middle school and high school before they get their degree. So I just think that he should have just eased his way into it, in my opinion.
I agree.
Man, appreciate the call, man. I appreciate you,
man.
Man.
I'm a huge fan of yours. I be watching all your videos and shit.
Appreciate it.
Dallas Cowboys fan.
Mm-hmm.
Throw up the X, keep feeding them, praise the sky. Man, keep doing what you do, bro. We watching you. We appreciating it.
Appreciate you, fam. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir, man. Good night.
Yes, sir. Yeah. That's a good call, man. Good call. I forgot to tell you guys, please wash your hands. Cover your mouth when you sneeze and cough, you see. And how long I've been live? I'm going to pause the phone line right quick. How long have the nation been live like 95? Let's see. Tamara, really appreciate you. She said, Lord, hang up on this brother. She was talking about the other situation a little earlier. Let's see how long I've been live. If it ain't long, 1 hour and 6 minutes. All right, so I'm going to open the phone line up one more time. And we get the last caller in. You get to be the last caller in. Let me turn the phone line back on. Wait, hold your horses. There we go. The phone line is back on. So 682-214-4087. Let me know if you guys love the phone line. And 408. Lay it straight, 408. Talk to me.
Yo, wow. So I was doing some thinking on who we should draft, and honestly, because we're going to have a bunch of comp picks next year, I say we go all in and trade up for CeeDee Lamb just so we have the best offense in football with our pretty good front seven. We got to build around Dak, and I think it would be best for us long term if our passing game is great with 3 stud receivers. So what are some of your thoughts on taking a receiver early on instead of going the traditional defensive route that we do?
Now, if you trade up and use draft capital for a wide receiver in a CeeDee Lamb, let me see. That would be nice. He is a dog, though. He is a dog.
No, he's awesome. Like I was listening to Vox earlier, and he compared how we could. Like I saw his film session on him, and we could use him like how the Niners use Deebo Samuel in a lot of ways because we haven't had a player like that, and I don't even remember. So
what round did Deebo go in? You know, when did the 49ers pick him up?
He was a very high second round pick. I think
high
he was
second.
Like a 35th pick. Yeah. But CeeDee is a much better player than Deebo coming out.
He is. He is indeed. See, him and Jerry Jeudy are A1, A2, you know, or A1, AB type of guys. And just depending on which system they go to and which quarterback throws them the ball and these sort of things. I just look at it that we just sinked our teeth into Amari Cooper for 5 years, right?
Yeah.
And Gallup, he's emerging. But I think that if the Cowboys are wise, they'll reach out to Gallup now and say, hey, what's up, man? Do you want some money? You want some cash? But if you throw CeeDee Lamb into the mix, that's like a trifecta for the trifecta. And that's the trifecta. Oh, my goodness, that's trifecta. Because you still have Tony Pollard, and you still have Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, how many weapons do you need?
and Darwin as well. You can't guard all those players, man. Like, we would have the best offense in football if we had CeeDee.
You will have the greatest show on turf, exactly. 3.0, whatever you might want to call it. So, man, I just think that we got so many holes on defense. And I think that they brought in Mike McCarthy with his brain and his whiz, and they thinking about, hey, this team has some explosiveness on offense, but they just couldn't capitalize in the red zone, money zone, green zone. So I just have a feeling, an inkling that if they're going to move up, it'll be for a defensive guy, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm hearing rumors of Okudah. Would be a nice Byron replacement. So,
Grandparry on, you get Okudah. He got oily hips. He can trail. He stick to the receiver. He can really shut down anybody that we're gonna play. I just know as it relates to college, he does that. So I don't know in the pros level. My only thing is I have reservations though. Can I have a little reservation?
Oh yeah.
You know why I have it though. You know why, right?
Why?
Because people had the audacity to say that Mo Claiborne, some scouts, I think I need to find that clip and put it out, that he graded higher than Deion Sanders. Mo Claiborne. I kid you not. I'm not making this stuff up.
To be fair though, Mo had a good year.
Yeah.
He had one good year for us, but he was not worth trading up for. Anyways, I appreciate your time, Law. I love this show.
Man, really appreciate you, man. You was the last caller of the night, man. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, fam.
Oh, man. Thank you. Salute.
Salute, bro. That was a good call, man. CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy's of the worlds, the Henry Ruggs, my goodness. Hey, they got some guys out here on the offensive side of the ball. Now watch. You guys heard it first. It's like, I don't want to be the first guy, but watch, there's going to be somebody in this draft that's going to be in the late round that's going to light this thing up like a Roman candle. It never fails. It flat out never fails, Cowboy Nation. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this content. I was live late 95, went 12 minutes over my time, but I really, 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 really do appreciate you guys. Now, also, within that like button on the YouTube page, there's a bell there. When you pluck that bell, good things started to happen for you, I mean, you get low payments on your car note. Matter of fact, they say don't pay your car note no more. You blessed. You're highly favored now, you see, because you joined the notification for the nation. Y'all hit that thing up, Cowboy Nation. I think that I heard somebody say that, man, I hit the notification bell and they waived my student loans. I'm just playing with you guys, man. But shout out to everybody, man. Joseph Ventura, all of the mods, man. Rue Glock, man. Thank you guys so much. Devin Frost. Shout out to those who made the donation. Shout out to those who thought about making a donation but couldn't make the donation, but said, hey, I'm going to put back because I'm in this quarantine situation and I'm just going to save some of my coins for that. Shout out to those people too. But on the same time, for your mind, Cowboy Nation, you guys be safe out there. Wash your hands. When you sneeze, cover your mouth. Practice social distance. Don't go to the bars if they still open. Don't go there. Don't do it. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let me know if you guys had fun. Let me know if you guys learned something, because I learned something today, right? Yeah. Let me know if you guys like this type of show. Like they say, rate me. Let me know if you jamming now. Shout out to the 88 Cutlass. Yeah. Why people keep saying Clinton Dix to the Cowboys? Did that happen? Todd Gurley. Oh. Can you do some fantasy talk right now? Todd Gurley and Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard in the backfield at the same time? Let that sink into your mind. Philadelphia, what's good? Underdogs versus everybody. Yeah. Ain't no party like a Cowboy party. Let's go. According to James Slater, let me see this out. Let me see what y'all talking about. I'm going to pull it up. Let me pull it up. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Try that beat come in. They did. Nice work. How about that? Let's see what they got. Come on. Every time we go live, they go sign somebody, huh? Appreciate you. Look at this dude right here. Hey. I thought y'all was pulling my strings, man, when y'all say he signed. Look, every time I go live, we go sign some. Me, Big AJ was just talking about that. McCoy, we was talking about that and these sort of things, and they signed somebody. So it is what it is. So it's been confirmed that we did sign somebody. That's pretty cool, though. So I'm going to go do some film. It's 11:34. So for those who like my little snippets, it'll just be a quick film session. It'll just be my honest thoughts of everything. Skeptical fan, man, really appreciate you so much for making the love and adulation for the donation to help grow the nation. I really appreciate it, man. So according to James Slater, Patrick Walker, I think that's his name, Patrick. Patrick Walker. Thank you so much, man. We did pick up Clinton Dix, so I don't have the numbers yet, and on top of that, but we don't sign no free agents. That's Drew Glock. The Cowboys, hey, it fit the title of my my show today. Are the Cowboys still the same? Are the same old Cowboys? So undoubtedly they're not, I guess. But here's the thing. Clinton Dix already played for Mike McCarthy, and I think he played for somebody that's already on the staff. So it could be like he's familiar with it, similarities, So it could be that type of situation. I see a lot of people are pretty much in the middle. A lot of people saying hi. I love the pick. Tones on the Twitter saying he likes it. You got people over here popping champagne bottles over here with the lady. Yeah, they like it. Let's see what this guy. Okay. So we got some people. I can dig it. Let me see what he got. Yeah, finally. All right. So this team is going to be different. I have all you guys playing football, not basketball, but football in Pelican Bay shoe program. Let me see what we have here. He get beat a lot, though. Yeah. Can he play down in the box? I'll pull up some tape, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We ain't going to just be one-sided with it. we will see the cons and pros of his situation there. Let me see if while I'm here, let me type in Clinton Dix. Let me see Clinton. Is that him right here? Let's see what we got. Let's see. 45 minutes to the first round. He ain't really hype about it on his groove right now. So y'all like Joe Thomas? Hey, Natasha, he's a Thomas. I think we can like Joe Thomas. You know. All right, Cowboy Nation. It's time for me to do the homework and look up some things as it relates to that. And let's get this thing going one way or another, Cowboy Nation. Let me get out of here. I got to do some homework. You guys want some homework done? Let's go. And remember, you're listening to nothing, and I mean nothing but the best. Let's go. Hey. Yeah. Mount up. Here we out, baby.